So we have all seen those abandoned towns throughout all of our worlds, and you can actually see one of the houses way up there. But my plan for today is to find one of those really big towns that has like 3 or 4, I think it honestly maybe have like 6 broken down houses. And with all of those, I'm going to fully redecorate them. I'm going to make sure that they are no longer broken, and I'm just going to give life to the town. And then also we can see what the town will look like, because as far as I know, most of those buildings are custom buildings. The buildings within those towns are not prefab, so I think we might see some pretty cool buildings, but we do need to find a big town, which I know we saw one up on that hill, but I think that is just one house. I obviously don't want to just transform one little house. I want to do an entire town, so I'm gonna go on the hunt to go find a town. And I did gather all of the resources that I should be needing. Hopefully I have a good amount of granite, and then I also have a good amount of wood, and then I do have some vines for lighting and stuff like that. I will also be decorating each individual house in a different way. So I made it on top of this hill, and unfortunately it is just this little gazebo. I definitely do not want to dig here, but I am going to regain all the health of my grappler. But I guess we just have to keep on searching, and hopefully we find some. Oh, there we go. Okay, I knew there was one close. I thought it was up on that hill, but I guess it's just right behind the hill. And this right here is going to be what I'm going to be fully transforming. We're going to make this, be all lively. I might even add a village here and try and get some villagers. But here we go. We can kind of check out, everything. And there are these fences that look pretty cool, which I don't think we can actually build fences like that. So yeah, we can't build any sort of fence that looks like these fences, so I think I'm gonna leave these, even though they are a little broken down. I think I'm gonna leave all of these fences, but then there's even like trash cans that we can't get, or as far as I know, I don't have them. I don't know, maybe you can get them, but honestly I'm not too sure. But yeah, there's so many houses in here, so I'm gonna quickly make it daytime. So it is officially daytime, and now I can start decorating this entire place and transforming it to, look just like new. So here we go. I feel like the best place to start is this little gazebo right here, and I do want to kind of look around and see what we are working with. So it looks like right up here there is a little pillar that we can break. And did that break the entire pillar? Okay, it did. I don't know if we can get these white beams going across, so let me quickly check and see if we are able to. So there's support, so I know these are probably what they used right here, just like that. And I'll place 2 of those just to replace all of these broken ones, which I'm just gonna go around and break all of the broken ones really quick, and I feel like that should be all of them. So here we go. Now we can place all of these down, and the unfortunate thing is the ones we have do not have the little gray piece right below, which is kind of unfortunate, so it doesn't really match. With all of the pillars placed, I want to see if I have a white beam that looks like this one right here. So let's see. I feel like if anything it should be in supports, but yeah, we don't. We only have these brown ones, which is really unfortunate. Something I could use, we can't use something like that. Let's see. I'm just gonna look through everything, and yeah, like something like that's way too big. And I've looked through everything, and it seems like we just do not have the pillars for that. So I think I'm gonna break all of these so we get rid of that little white lining, and then I'll just place the normal white pillars, and then we can go from there. Well, I'll definitely have to replace the roof because, I mean, look at it. There's literally a hole in it. I don't know what happened to all of these towns. I'm sure Fortnite has some crazy lore behind it. Maybe in the future we'll kind of figure out what fully happened with all of these towns. And there we go. The gazebo is fully complete, and guys, it already looks so much better. I can't wait to see this entire village like complete and decorated. It's gonna look so good. But yeah, now we need to move on to the next building, and for the next building I think we might end up doing this big house right here. So of course, as I log back in, it starts raining, but you know what, it's okay. And I've been looking at this house for a little bit, and honestly I'm not too sure. I think there's no stairs in this bottom area right here, and I think the only way to get upstairs is this little balcony back here. So that's the way I'm gonna make it, but other than that, it should be pretty easy to fully transform this into a livable house once again. And I think we should just start probably at the bottom, just with like the floor. So I wish I could keep like these little pieces over here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Once I break this, if I had to guess, it's gonna break everything. And maybe not. I think it keeps those two little pieces back in that corner, so we might be good. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. So the flooring looks good, but I also need to replace this wall right here. So it is the yellow wall. So let me go through the walls really quick, and we have to find the exact one, which I think it's this one right here. Yeah, it's got to be that one. So let me break this, and there we go. It is fully broken. And now we can use this guy right here, just like that, and boom. Wow, it's already looking so much better. The walls are coming together, and I should be able to make this place look pretty good. So once again, I think this is the garage right here. So I want to grab one of those garage doors wherever they are. It should be like right here, yeah. And placing this, I believe I can place it just like that. And with it placed like that, we can still place that wall, which is perfect. And now we need to just add a white pillar right in between both of these walls. So I feel like they probably used something like this. And that right there, I think, is kind of what they did before. So I'm going to keep it like that. And then we can end up replacing this wall right here, which is the same wall that was previously used for the garage, which is this one right here. And I should be able to flip it just like that, and there we go. Okay, so I've officially completed the build of the first house, and guys, I think it turned out really well. So I'll just give you a little tour of it really quickly. So this is obviously the front of the house, and in the front of the house there is a little one-story, just a little room right here. I think I'm gonna end up making this like a kitchen. I can place stuff right here, and then I can also add like cabinets and all that stuff over here. And I love that, you know, we get to keep all of these boxes and all of this stuff right here. I think it looks really cool. And I don't think you can get most of these things. You can get the barrels, but you can't get like these boxes. So I think that's pretty cool. But then we have our little garage. And then once again, we have a big box right here that has some wood in it. This might be in every single abandoned city, but these spiders, oh my gosh, there are so many of them. There's way too many of them. But I ended up doing something a little bit different with this little balcony back here. Unfortunately, I couldn't use the pieces that they were using, so I had to make it completely new, which honestly, I think it turned out pretty well. But we also have our little upstairs area right here, which I also really like. So that is the first house complete. That is what? Building 2 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of 5 or 7. So that is building 2 out of 7. And next we have this building right here, which this one is completely demolished. It's barely recognizable, but I think I will be able to get a general idea of what it's supposed to look like. So I'm going to build this one really quick. And while I'm building this one, I think I'm going to build these two as well, just because these two are small. And then I'll be right back. And guys, I think this is going to look so good. So I've officially completed the 3 other houses or the 2 other houses and the garage. And the thing about this garage is it has a little trim on the top of it, which is using these materials right here, which we do not have access to. But from the front, I feel like it makes it look so much better. So I ended up keeping it there, but I also ended up adding these floors right here because they kind of have like vents on them. So like I just imagine like it's a garage, and then like you have a car in here, so it like vents out through the top. So that's why I added those ones in the back. For this first house that I did do, you know, it's a very basic house. It's a very small house, but you know what, I think it gets the job done. And I think I'm gonna use this as like a little storage shed for the garage. And then obviously we will have to do this house, but once again, there is these white stairs that we do not have access to, and then all of these pieces back here we don't either. So I don't know whether or not I want to keep this balcony or not, because I feel like it looks so cool. But unfortunately, this little area right here is destroyed, so I might keep it, I might not, but I'm not too sure. But this is the second house I did over here, and this one's a little bit bigger, but once again, it's still pretty small. And there is a little garage in here, and then, you know, a little area also in here, which honestly, I'm not too sure how I'm going to decorate everything. I think for the most part, I'm going to add like a sink right here, and then I don't know where I would end up putting the bed. I might use the garage as like a bedroom. So that is the town so far, and I think it looks really good. But we have these 2 other houses. This house is really small, and honestly, it's going to be very similar to that one over there. So the next one I want to do is going to be this one right here. This one is definitely the bigger one. This one is very similar to that one over there, but I do see some TNT up here, so I do have to throw this out. I do not. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought it just fell through the earth. Okay, I gotta throw it way over here. And Oh, that is buggy, but okay, yeah. Explode over there. Do not explode in my town, please, and thank you. So there we go. Now we can start decorating this place over here, and the garage is very similar. It has that trim up there, which I feel like it looks really, really good, but we just do not have access to it, which really, really sucks. So once again, I'm just going to start breaking all of these pieces and kind of building from the ground up. So that should allow me to start building, and then I'll probably end up breaking this as well. So yeah, there we go. Now we can start building, and I think I'll leave the rest of this here. I did end up finding like all of the walls they used, which is really nice. It's mainly these ones right here, and then sometimes you have to break these bushes, which is really unfortunate, and I wish there was a way where you could like replant bushes, because I feel like most of my villages they have so much open space. They need to add it so you can either plant trees in a certain like spot where you would really want them to be, or allow us to put bushes and different plants in areas where we would also like want them to be at the front of the house or on the side of the house, just to kind of fill the area in. So I finished placing the floor, which it was a little bit scuffed. I don't know why, but like I couldn't place it all the way up against this wall. I even ended up breaking the door down there, so I really don't know what's going on. That's the first time that has happened, but you know what? If I never said anything, you guys would have never known. So we're just gonna act like that's not even there. And I do need to replace this wall on the inside wherever an interior wall is. So let me find it. I believe it was something like this, and that one's a little too big. We should be able to place this one right there. Okay, perfect. And we also do need to replace the floor in here. And there we go. I placed the roof, and I think it looks pretty good. I really like the way this house turned out. I personally like the bricks better than the yellow house. Because it is nighttime, I'm going to quickly build this house. And then after I build this house, we should be able to just start decorating all of the houses. And I don't think I'm going to add anything at the gazebo. Oh, I know what I can do. Because it is nighttime, I can start adding all of the lights, which obviously we do need lights, and I feel like these lights right here will make it look perfect. So there are walkways already down. There are these little like pathways right here that are already down, so I'm kind of just gonna follow those and place lights every once in a while whenever it gets dark, and I feel like this will make it look really, really cool. I personally love the way they did the lights in this. I think for the most part they made it look really good, and I love the way it doesn't just light up everything. There is just like a little aura around it that is lit up, so I think it looks pretty good. But I'm just gonna go around and place lights all the way around, and this place is already looking so much better. So I finished this house right here, which I just made it a very, very basic house. I think it turned out pretty well, and if you look at my materials, I barely used any materials. I thought this was going to take a lot more materials, but it did not, which I mean, hey, I'm happy about. But now I think it is time to start decorating the inside of each one of these buildings. So I do have a good amount of stuff on me, but it's just wood and granite, so I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to build, but for the most part I should be able to get everything done. And I believe this is the 2-story. Yes, it is. So I'm going to quickly come up here and place the bedroom first. So for the bed, we'll place it right in the center of the room, and then I also want to end up maybe placing some stuff on the side. Just 2 side tables I think would be perfect, which I could end up doing something like that, which yeah, I feel like that looks pretty good. And then we can come over here and maybe, no, that one's way too big. Maybe something a little smaller like that would look pretty good. Yeah, okay. I think that turns out pretty good so far. And now we can end up adding a desk as well. So let me quickly come in here, and it is literally lightning outside. So it's a little loud, but you know what? It's okay. So we placed the table down, and now we can place the desk just like that. And I wonder if I have enough materials to make one of those paintings, which I believe is in decorations and then walls. No, I need planks. So I will have to go get planks, and then I'll also have to go and get some wool. So for our bedroom, I feel like this is pretty good. I also need to add one more piece of storage, which should be down here, and I need planks for that as well. Okay, so for right now, that will be good, unless maybe I can, oh, I can add something like this. I'll add like a bookshelf right in here. Just like that. And this should be perfect for our bedroom, and it is literally lightning outside. Okay, so oh, please don't catch anything on fire. That would kind of suck. But I'm gonna quickly go get some planks, and hopefully by the time I come back it stops raining and stops lightning, which I mean, it kind of already looks like it is. I'm blue. If I was green I would die. Booba da, booba da, dooba da, ba dooba. So I went and grabbed 32 planks, so that should be enough. But while I was over there, obviously I was opening all of my chests, and it made me think, what should I be getting for the update that's coming out? Are you guys farming any materials, like anything in specific to kind of prepare for the update? If you are, let me know down below, because obviously on update day I kind of want to make sure I have everything to like make all the new items. I'm sure we'll need all of the new materials as well, which I saw a tweet the other day saying that there's going to be a new wood. I think there's diamonds now. It was diamonds. Yeah, I think it was diamonds, and then titanium, I think, as well. So we're going to get 3 new materials, which will probably mean there's going to be a new biome. And the other day I was searching for some villagers, which that might be an upcoming video, because I ran around the entire map. So I'm sure you're not going to be able to see it, but all the way along the shore, which the shore is not right here, but I ran all the way around the shore from one end of the map to the other, and I did a huge circle. So I hope that did not ruin my chances of getting like a new biome close to me, because if so, and the new biome is just super far away, that might suck a lot. But you know what? If that happens, then we'll cross that road when we cross that road. But now it is time to start building the rest of our base. And I did grab a good amount of stuff. I did grab some marble as well, so we should be able to make some plants. But we do need to first add, and ooh, there's a butterfly. He's gonna bring me to malachite, so you're useless. I just want you to get out of here so I don't have to hear you. But now that it is stopped storming, I can show you guys what I built. So I built this little countertop with the sink, which I think looks pretty cool, and then I added this little table and just one little chair. But I also added this little thing up on top of the wall, which I think it looks pretty cool, and then I just added some lighting. And then in the garage, I just added a few statues. I'm not too sure what I could put in the garage because we don't have any cars at this moment. I hope they end up adding cars. If they add like actual cars, that would be really, really cool. But I don't know, they might not. But I kind of just added these in here as like storage, like they're kind of just like tucked away in here. But yeah, I think that is fully complete for house 1, and it is all lit up, and I think it looks so cool. So now we can move on to another house, and I feel like I should decorate this house over here. This is another big house. So for this house, I ended up adding a really, really big desk. You know, we got the 3 monitors, and then of course we got a bed, and then we also have a little storage dresser type of thing, right, where you can put all of your clothes. But I think it looks pretty cool. I did add anything and everything that I could see that was yellow. So I added a yellow plant. I added 2 yellow little like stands. I was going to put a TV up here, but then I realized we have a window right here, so a TV can't really go there. But I did add this huge couch, and then we added some of this stuff, which this stuff came with the house, so that's really nice. And then of course we got our little garage as well. I do have a couple more houses that I have to decorate, but I think it will get super repetitive me decorating every single one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and this is the entire neighborhood fully complete. And I feel like it just looks so cool. It looks so much better than before, and I'm just really, really happy how it turned out. I think it looks really, really good. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, drop a sub, and I appreciate you guys being here. Have a good one. Have a good day. See you guys. Peace out.